thought our goaltender played well tonight. We came out and I thought Northern, we were kind of hoping to at least survive the first 10 minutes, and I thought we were able to do that just because our goaltender was really good early. And credit Northern for making the push that they did from the time that the puck dropped, with us coming in off the off week. And then, I thought we did a good job at getting it to 2 on a special team play as Livingstone getting a puck to the net and a nice tip by Souds. And then I thought, with Northern's push and our maybe a little bit on our side on the lack of management over the back half of the second period, then it got a little goofy. So, from our standpoint, we're going to have to be a lot better tomorrow than we were tonight, and credit Northern on finding a way to get it done.
Thanks for that, Mike. Let's start with Kevin Dudley, the Free Press.
Did you feel like coming off the bye, you mentioned a little slow, but you were able to get out to lead? How did you feel about the first half of the game overall coming off the off week?
Well, I thought we were, let's just say, efficient in our offense, and then I thought, our goaltender played well to allow us to get to a lead and then to even extend it. And so, over the first half, I thought we were okay, and I thought Northern had probably the better of the play, but we found a way to get a couple by them.
Shane Frederick?
It seemed like in the third period, Northern was able to kind of dictate the pace of the game, just a little bit more up and down, wide open. I don't know if that's maybe, unless that's the way, did you feel like they were able to do that, or did you want to play that way too, or?
You know what? I thought they kind of dictated it for the majority of the game, Shane. And then not taking advantage. I'll give you an example. We could be sitting in here. We had a 3-on-1 going down to their end, and we don't execute, and they come back, and a guy that I think is one of the better players in the league. He wanted the puck, and he found a way to score their last 2 goals. And so you've got to give credit to them. We had some opportunities, some looks, not enough, not as many as they did, and they found a way to finish.
Carson Bulow.
You mentioned Keenan pretty early in the game, getting into it. We've also seen him quite a bit this year, be in some games that maybe haven't gone his way, and I think tonight was a big confidence booster for him. How do you feel, especially coming off an over 30 save performance, now heading forward as a big confidence booster for him?
I hope so. Yeah, I definitely feel that way. I have to believe the guys that were playing in front of him feel that way. So I hope he takes a lot of confidence out of this, because without his efforts, we're not in overtime. So, we need that. We need more of that. It's something that I think he's wanted to establish himself, and I thought tonight he did a really good job.
Going into tomorrow night, there are some uncharacteristic, the shorthanded breakaways they had against you, while managing the puck a little bit better. Will that be a point of emphasis going into tomorrow?
Absolutely. And again, I want to wait until I look at it, but obviously our puck management tonight wasn't what we needed to be. But I also want to make sure and give Northern credit that they deserve, because they put us in those spots. So on both sides of it, 1, credit them, and 2, with us seeing and knowing what they're going to be doing, we have to do a better job of handling it.
Can you just describe kind of how overtime went? You start off on a power play. I know when you practice for overtime, you're practicing a lot of 3-on-3 to try to get yourself an opportunity to get that extra point, but suddenly it's a lot of special teams in overtime, and it's a guy coming out of the box who ends up scoring the goal. I mean, it's almost uncharacteristic of what you can, how you can prepare for that, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, you know what? You get into situations. We've worked on 4-on-3. We've worked on 3-on-3. I mean, really, I don't want to give us an out there, because it's something I just didn't think we executed the way that we should. That is on me a bit, on trying to make sure that the guys are comfortable enough to execute at that moment, because it is something that we've worked on, and obviously we need to learn from it.
Vanderbeek is obviously someone that you just brought up, getting 2 of their last 2 goals. Was he someone that you guys had looked at heading into this game as someone that you really need to control, or was it more just, trying to limit that top line from scoring, especially considering how many points they've put up?
I've got a lot of respect for him. He's been good in our league for a long time. So, obviously we had talked about him, what he does. He's a guy that kind of makes him go. And he did that tonight. So, you've got to give him credit, but it is something that we'd identified him because I think he's a really good hockey player.
Final question.
You talk a lot about winning at home and protecting home ice, and you guys have done such a good job of that over the last couple of years. Is it, is it odd to lose a game at home, considering how well you guys have played and kind of the expectations that are put upon this team and what they put upon themselves?
Well, you always want to defend your home ice. It's been one reason we've been able to have some of the success that we've had is because we have done a good job of that. And tonight, again, like I said, you've got a 3-on-1 in overtime to win a game. It doesn't happen. I don't think you overreact to anything. I think you go back and you reassess and you learn. And we don't have a lot of time. It's we reset tomorrow, and they're going to be excited. We have to be excited. We're playing at home, and we've got to go back out and defend our home ice.
We kind of gave them the game. They deserve to win, so that's all I got to say.
In terms of some of the mistakes, I know you guys had some turnovers that turned into offense for them, some shorthanded breakaways. While managing the puck tomorrow night, will that be better or be a point of emphasis?
Yeah, I think that's a point of emphasis every night. I just think we didn't do a very good job of it tonight, and we got to do better.
I know you practice for a lot of different kinds of scenarios, and you practice for 3-on-3 overtime, and overtime being as it was with you being on a 4-on-3 power play, then it's 4-on-4, then you're killing another one, or you got another power play, then you're killing. It was just kind of an odd herky-jerky kind of overtime. What was it like to play in that, especially given for you the amount of minutes you had played? It seemed like it just seems to be a tough situation considering number of minutes and the strange situations.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day on the power play, guys like me, Keto, Dave, Borch, we got to do our job. I had multiple looks on the power play. Probably should have scored or made a better play on some of them, so we could have ended that overtime and got out of that game with a win. But at the same time, we all got to do our job.
Jake, both of those goals for your team came in the low slot, came in the blue paint, an area that I think that Hastings has stressed in the past. Is that something that you guys have talked about or something that you really key in on as a team heading into games like these?
Yeah, I think we have big emphasis on just owning both nets. We own their net a little bit, but we got to do a better job of owning our own.
Offensively, it just seems like they can open things up really well. They've done that to you guys, I think, in a few times in past years. What makes them hard to play against, and what do you think is the key to their offensive success?
They're really good on the rush. We can't be giving them their offense. Like you said, we got to possess pucks, and us turning over pucks definitely cost us the game and cost a lot of opportunities for them.
Final question. Anybody?
Okay. What did you think of Keenan Rancier tonight? I thought that was some of the best goaltending maybe you guys have gotten all season.
Yeah, absolutely. He was our best player tonight. We're going to need him to continue to be good. If he's in the lineup tomorrow, I assume he will be after that game. We let him down. Us as a team, we got to be better in front of him, because if he's going to stand on his head like that, we gotta make it a reward for him. I mean, we got to reward him for doing stuff like that, right? So we just got to be better in front of him, and he played great tonight.